The Fortnite final event of the Lawless season hits hard in terms of story, but what I love most is that past events, characters, and mysteries haven't been erased. Let's break it all down. Why we're heading straight into a war with the Spirit Realm, where Dago disappeared to, who Fletcher Kane really is, and what role Midas is about to play this season. As I expected, Charlie Wen is actually trying to create a connected story where NPCs aren't just lifeless bots, but actual pieces of the lore. Shout out to Chapter 4, where entire organizations vanished every time a new season dropped. That's why the final event of last season delayed the invasion of darkness from the Spirit Realm. Plus, we managed to save Jade and Night Rose in the process. But the technique Daigo used to activate the portal triggered. So yeah, the loopers are straight up outlaws now. To really dive into all the twisted secrets and character relationships, I went through every new dialogue. And let me tell you, things on the island are seriously messed up. We've got a mad rat demolitionist building a nuclear bomb, a creepy Okami wolf running around stealing loopers' money, and way more weirdness. But let's break it down. First off, like I mentioned earlier, we temporarily stopped the invasion of darkness into Oninoshima. But that doesn't mean we can just sit back and chill while everyone's jonesy. And speaking of them, Epic actually did something insane for the first time in forever. For the first time, we're seeing NPCs having full conversations with each other without a player being involved. No groundbreaking lore drops, but one huge thing Jonesy brings up is that the 0-point shard might not be the only one, and I called it last season. But even though the characters are starting to feel more alive, that doesn't change the fact that we're about to face a massive threat. Our biggest trump card in the fight against the Spirit Realm was supposed to be Dago, since, as we now know, Mask Guy understands this whole dimension better than anyone else. Only problem? Yeah, we've got one massive issue. Daigo's gone dark. No contact, no signs, nothing. And I'm 99% sure he's in the Spirit Realm right now, cooking up some new plan. This theory actually lines up with what Kendo says when talking to Jade. He mentions that their brother is working on some kind of project. And Jade? She just wants Daigo back home, which confirms he's definitely left Oninoshima. But that's why the Ancient Master shattered it into multiple pieces in the first place. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if Dago is planning to use that mask to take down the darkness from the Spirit Realm. But Night Rose isn't having it. She warns him that the Spirit Realm is no joke, and that he better be careful. So yeah, we're 100% hearing more about Dago soon, probably as we get closer to the end of the season. But right now, turns out our so-called Baron? He's not a kitsune. He's not a wolf. Fletcher Kane is an Okami, a guardian spirit from Japanese mythology that protects forests and mountains. Which, he's already stacked with gold. He's already the top dog on the island, so why is he still pushing his name and power so hard? Right now, the season's main villain doesn't make story. Because I'm almost 100% sure that Fletcher Kane is the mysterious friend Midas had, the one Goldie talked about. If that's true, then Charlie Wen has a chance to hit two birds with one stone, giving us Kane's master plan and finally dropping some new lore on Midas. Either way, don't expect this storyline to really move forward until Midas makes his move. So for now, ends forever. But I'm still hoping this season is an exception. For the first time in a long while, the secret skin isn't some random collab. That could mean nothing, but maybe the devs is basically running back the heist storyline from Chapter 4 Season 4, where we built a dream team to rob Kato Thorne's vaults. Only this time, the target is Fletcher Kane and the 0-point. And who's gonna be part of this heist crew? No need to overthink it. Pretty much every Battle Pass character is in on it, except for Fletcher Kane, obviously. But there's one more guy who's not in the loopers. Because at this point, is there even a loop anymore? Maybe we should all just be called Skillets now. Press F if you're okay with it. But for real, if you drop by Skillet's hideout, you'll spot something very interesting. A detailed blueprint of some kind of explosive. And trust me, this ain't just for decoration. I'm betting all my V-Bucks that this crazy rat is cooking up something big. The only question is whether he's doing it on his own, or if someone put him up to it. Either way, I have zero doubt that this bomb is gonna be important, probably tied to the mid-season event. Meanwhile, our main trio, Jonesy, Kendo, and Hope, aren't exactly rushing to save the world right now. They're a little preoccupied with, well, each other. Because guess what? We've got a love triangle brewing. Apparently, Kendo's got it bad for Hope. But our Vengeance Jones isn't exactly buying all this romantic drama. He's super skeptical, straight up calling Kendo a kid with a sword, and basically saying, mess this up, and you'll see why they call me Vengeance Jones. And as for Hope, she's giving off some serious mixed signals. One moment it's maybe, the next it's I don't know. Classic hard-to-get energy. So yeah, strict, overprotective dad energy from Jonesy, distant and mysterious Hope, and a hopeless romantic Kendo with zero shot. Let's see how far Kendo's willing to go to impress Miss Too Cool for commitments. But why do so many NPCs keep saying that the island itself is alive? We're probably getting answers soon, so if you don't want to miss a single plot twist, hit that bell and subscribe to Punkside.
I kinda need to act up, brother. Kick, turn me up, so bring on the mayhem. It's about to be a knockout. Bringing out the big guns, putting all the stops out. This ain't what you expected. Buckle up, it's about to get hectic. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody, let's go. Now run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody, let's go now. We keep it reckless. I'm a big deal, gotta hang it on my necklace. So you better watch out when we dropping in, or we gon' leave you Swiss cheese like boom. We bout to clap these fools. I'll show you just what a pickle and a brat can do. Run, run, run 'em up. We making impressions while keeping it classic. We kinda get it started like a matchstick. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody, let's go. Now run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Now bring on the mayhem. Yeah, 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 yeah. Run 'em up. We keep it reckless. I'm a big deal, gotta hang it on my necklace. So you better watch out when we dropping in, or we gon' leave you Swiss cheese like boom. We bout to clap these fools. I'll show you just what a pickle and a brat can do. Run, 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 run 'em up. We making impressions while keeping it classic. We kinda get it started like a matchstick. One for the money and two for the show. Make it loud, yeah, that's all that we know. Foot to the floor, now we out of control. When I move, you move, everybody, let's go. Now run, run, run 'em up. Start up a rocket, yo, let's turn it up. Run, run, run 'em up. Now bring on the mayhem. Run 'em up. Everybody, let's go. Run 'em up. Everybody, let's go.
Lawless has kicked off a brand new storyline, but at the same time, we finally got answers to some long-standing. From Season 1, we remember that the 0-point shard fell into Oninoshima and is now trapped in the spirit realm, but we never got it back. The only thing we actually achieved last season? Rescuing Jade, Daigo, and Kendo's sister. That's when everything clicked. For half the season, Daigo's actions seemed suspicious, but in the end, we realized he was never working with the demons. He was trying to stop them. And when the final battle arrived, everyone backed him up. One way or another, Jade was freed. And now she's free on the map near Hopeful Heights. Our next mission? Finding a way into the spirit realm to retrieve the 0-point shard. In my last video, we discovered that Daigo is missing, but he didn't vanish alone. He took an ancient war-era mask. The problem? That mask was broken, and who and why will fix it and what happens next. To uncover more, we head over to Demon Dojo, where we catch a conversation between Jonesy and Night Rose. She says, "I've seen some horrible things, Do you really think we can handle them? Jonesy, being Jonesy, replies, I've saved the world before. I'm ready to do it again. Classic Jones. But Night Rose seems uneasy. She mutters, maybe it's nothing. But you can tell she's holding something back. They're deep in research together, and Rose asks, do you really think this relic will save us from the darkness? She's referring to the 0-point shard, and Jonesy delivers the key line. We need to figure this out before someone with bad intentions gets to it first. So Jonesy and Hope are working with Night Rose, because she's the only one who truly understands the spirit realm, knowledge they need before diving in. But Rose needs time. If you go talk to her, she'll admit, I know you need my help, but I just need a little more time. Now, let's check in on Dago. Like I said, he disappeared, but his sister Jade is still here. If you talk to her while playing as Kendo, she says, I'm worried about Dago, wherever he is. Even Jade has no clue where he went. Nobody saw him after the event. But if you equip the Daigo skin and talk to Jade, her dialogue changes. I'm really worried about you. Please, come back to us. That right there? A massive red flag. If Daigo ever returns, he won't be the same. Stories like this follow a familiar pattern. A hero sacrifices themselves and gets lost in the darkness. In this case, the spirit realm. Think Stranger Things. Draw a straight line between the spirit realm and the Upside Down, and you can already see where this is going. And Fortnite isn't even being subtle about it. They're dropping hints everywhere that something is seriously off with Daigo. The only person still believing in him, his sister Jade. Even Kendo doesn't trust Daigo. If you talk to Kendo while using Daigo's skin, he straight up calls him out. I know you're up to something. Stop, brother. And it's not just him. Jonesy doesn't trust Daigo either. If you take Daigo to him, Jonesy says, we could have been friends, but it's more fun being enemies. Like, dang, no one's got Daigo's back except Jade. So, mark my words. Either he's coming back holding that missing demon mask, or he's gonna vanish like Hope's sister Valeria did after Season 1 of Chapter 5. Hopefully, Charlie Wen has an explanation lined up, and we won't be left in the dark about Daigo's return. Now, tons of lookout points that give a perfect view of the mountain. Just like we've seen in past seasons when certain locations were hinting at upcoming events, so I went under the map to investigate. Sometimes you can find hidden details about what's coming, and while I didn't find much, one thing is clear. The wolf and the mountain are separate. The wolf is made of black rock, while the mountain is golden. They're not actually connected, but what if Fortnite animates the wolf, bringing it to life? Just like the Mount Olympus statue did. Imagine golden lava pouring from its mouth. That would be insane. For now, I'm keeping a close eye on this statue because something big is coming. And with the latest quests hinting at some kind of massive explosion, we might be looking at an atomic level event.